Alright guys, so today we're taking a look at a new product to the channel, and this is the Bodyguardz accent case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And a huge shout out to Bodyguardz for sending this out to me to review for you guys. Now, originally, when Bodyguardz hit me up, they said, hey, listen, we have a case, we'd like for you to check it out, but they didn't have the action button. And you guys know, on this channel, no action button, we don't like that, we don't even want to look at it. So I said, hey listen, I need the action button, my YouTube subs need the action button, we want that action button. So they hit me up. They said, listen, we heard you. We put the button in there and we have the accent case. So let's go ahead and take a look. Now, it does say Bodyguardz right there. So clear, you'll forget it's there. Now, I have a couple of, not issues with that, but I have some thoughts on that. Now, this is a super clear case. It is a nice clear case, but I have some thoughts on that. So it is designed to survive an 18-foot drop. I'm not about to go ahead and drop this thing, but I'll believe them. I'll take their word for it. If you guys want to drop it, let me know what you think about that. But anyways, 18 feet drop protection, glass-like clarity to show off your phone, and embedded MagSafe. Now on the back, you get a little more information, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take this out of here. Now, all you get is just this packaging right there. Get your case out of here. And it does also come with a lanyard. Now, the lanyard was actually attached to the case, and it attaches right here on the back. Let's see if I can show you guys that right there. It does attach right there on the back. It came attached, but I'm not a huge lanyard person, so I took it off. But that is awesome that they do include this here, especially for the price, which, by the way, is $54.99. But I do very often see this case on sale for $38.46, which is a little bit of a random price. But links are down in the description below for you guys to check that out. But yeah, for that price, it is nice that they do include that lanyard. So let's go ahead and set all this off to the side and take a look at the case. So on the back, like I said, this thing is super clear all the way around. So I'm going to just keep my hand here for now till we put the iPhone in there so you guys can kind of see all the details. So on the back, you do get this polycarbonate material right there, and you are going to get 3 different materials actually with this case. So you're going to get the polycarbonate back, a TPU frame, and TPE corners for shock absorption. So 3 different materials, but all together they feel really nice. So you do see your MagSafe magnet and alignment magnet here on the back. Like I said, you do get that lanyard loop right back here. I like that it's kind of out of the way, and if you don't want to use it, you don't even really have to look at it. So that's nice. You do have your camera ring protection right there. And moving along to the inside, same polycarbonate material right there on the back. Crystal clear. You do have the MagSafe designed by Bodyguardz in Utah. And like I said, you are getting that TPU frame with the TPE corners. So you are going to get that nice drop protection, but it's just clear all the way around the case. So let's go ahead and take our scale over here. We'll weigh this. We'll see how thick this thing is, because this is a little bit of a thicker case. So let's see. We are in grams. Putting this down, you're looking at 42 grams. So not the heaviest, not the lightest case in the world. It's right there in that nice little middle ground. So not too bad on the weight, 42 grams right there. And then taking a look at the caliper, let's go front to back first. Let's see here. We're looking at 11 millimeters thick from front to back, and inside to outside, we're looking at 3.7 millimeters. So it's a little bit on the thicker end of this case. When you're using it, you definitely feel the size of it a little bit, but it doesn't feel crazy heavy. You just kind of feel the thickness of that. So let's go ahead and take our black titanium 15 Pro Max and slap it in here. But before we do that, I do want to give this a little inside wipe down and then wipe the back of the phone, because nobody wants to see all that dust and stuff going on right there. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Listen out for that click. Nice. Very nice click onto the phone itself. And let's see those corners. Now, I know these are going to click well. 1, good corner. 2, that was kind of a little bit difficult to take off, but I like that because it's not, difficult, but it's not easy by any means. You intentionally have to take this off. 3, and this last one, geez, this one was really giving me a fight. 4. So the corners are on there. They are very secure, especially this back corner right here, this bottom corner, I should say. It was a little bit difficult getting this off, but not too difficult to where it's something I have to take a point off. This thing fits on here very, very well. And of course, going around the sides, that's one thing that sometimes is hit or miss with a TPU frame. Sometimes it's super flimsy and thin, but on here, definitely no issues. Coming around the buttons even are a little bit stiffer than normal. But the sides, definitely really good. The bottom here is good, top is good. And what I really like is that it's kind of refined, so when you're swiping, you don't have to worry about the edges or feeling your screen protector, anything like that. It will be good to go, or even your raw screen with no screen protector. But I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector on here, which, speaking of which, let's go ahead and wipe that down again and take a look at that screen protection. So with that screen protector on here, you do get a pretty decent lip that's raised right there, so you can set this down on most of your surfaces and you should be good to go. Same thing with that camera ring. You get a nice proper camera ring right there. So again, setting that down on pretty much any surface, you will be fine. Just don't forget, you do have a polycarbonate back here, so this can get scratched up a little bit on the back. But if you don't really care about that, it's not going to be the biggest deal in the world. So how does this case feel in the hand? And it's really nice to hold. To be honest with you, there's really no like extra grippy material anywhere, no ridges here. The back is very smooth, the sides are smooth, but I haven't found this case to be slippery. It's not going to be as, grippy as something like the Phone Rebel Crystal case where it has the grips on the sides, but it's not a slippery polycarbonate or TPU material that it would just slip and slide right out of your hand, kind of like the Apple Clear case is. Like the Apple Clear case is completely polycarbonate, and that thing, I mean, you just hold it and it's like a bar of soap. This is not like that. It is very good, and I've really been enjoying using it. Haven't had it slip out of my hands at all. Now let's go ahead and see how those sides look. Now on the top, you are completely closed in. It is fully clear. On the left-hand side, you do have your action button, finally, volume up and down, and the rest of it is closed in. Now let's listen to those buttons real quick. So the buttons are clicky. I like the buttons. The only thing that I don't like is that they are like very flush with the case. So it's sometimes a little bit difficult, especially if this is like in your pocket, to kind of feel where you're at with the buttons. So Bodyguards, if you guys are listening, I would like to see the buttons protruded a little bit, and I think that would be really good. They are nice and clicky, but just a little bit more texture on them, something to make those buttons stand out a little bit. And then moving on to the bottom, you do have your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a pretty nice USB Type-C port. Let's go ahead and see that anchor cable in here. Plug this in, and we're charging. And yeah, I mean, you're going to get a pretty open USB Type-C port, so most of your thicker head cables should have really no issues fitting in here. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are going to get a tiny little logo right there, which I really like that. There's really no other logos on here, and I really, really appreciate that. It's clear. It's just a tiny little B. I don't even know if the camera's going to pick that up, but it's a tiny little B right there on the corner. You would never notice it if I didn't tell you about that. I mean, you'd really have to sit here and be looking at it. But anyways, the right-hand side is completely closed in with your power button right there. So let's go ahead and check out that MagSafe. And that's one thing, this thing does have pretty good, pretty decent MagSafe. So go ahead and bring our Apple MagSafe wallet over here, attach that. There we go. We do get our animation. And moving this around, it's going to pass that leather and fine woven MagSafe test. This thing will have no issues sticking on this case. So you are good to go there. I just kind of got to pry that off. And then taking our Apple MagSafe battery pack, attach that. There's our animation. No animation, but we are charging. I don't know why we didn't get the animation. But sitting here, shaking it, I definitely don't feel this thing slipping. Let's see. Yeah, you're good to go. I haven't really had any complaints on this. It's been very nice to use. I have been using this case solely for the last about 3 days or so, really putting it through its paces. And I wanted to make sure that at least in 3 days it didn't yellow, which we will talk about that in a little bit. But moving along to our Anker 623, let's go ahead and set this on. And yeah, I mean, it's going to pick it up. Of course, it's going to pick up the bass. You do have to give it the slightest shake of the wrist and it'll come right off. So it's not the strongest MagSafe. Again, it's not going to be as strong as something like your Phone Rebel Crystal, which I know I'm comparing this case to that case, but both of those are supposed to be very protective. They're supposed to be clear, they're supposed to have good MagSafe. So I do want to compare those, and especially because they're not far off from the same price point, especially for the $54.95 on this one. The Phone Rebel's like right around there somewhere in price, but so you got to compare apples to apples almost. So anyways, it is going to pass your 360-degree rotation test. if you're sitting here typing a text or an email, swiping through Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, which by the way, make sure you guys do follow me there. Links are down in the description for my socials as well. But yeah, type around, flip it over to landscape mode, get on YouTube, watch your favorite Brian's Tech video, go ahead and rewind, fast forward a little bit, play, pause, whatever. You are good to go on this one. Little drop test right there. But yeah, all around, this thing is a pretty nice case. I have definitely been enjoying my time with it. Of course, it's going to be a fingerprint magnet because it's clear. I mean, that's what you get with polycarbonate, but a little bit of a wipe down, super quick and easy, nothing crazy, and you're good as new. So no big deal with that at all. So let's talk about the clarity of this. Now, because they say it's so clear you'll forget it's there, I mean, they're kind of not wrong. It is very, very clear. Even when you guys saw the iPhone not in the case, I had to hold my hand there because it just right through to the mat here on my desk, you know, but all in all, very nice colors on this. I do like how clear it is. There's no, you know, weird blurriness to the sides or anything like that, like some clear cases have. But I don't know if this is gonna really yellow or not. On their website, I tried to find something that says anti-yellowing technology or something along those lines, like a lot of these clear cases have. I really could not find anything about that. I would love for Bodyguardz to clear that up. If you're able to get some kind of anti-yellowing technology, advertise that. I want to know that if I'm spending $54.95 on this case, which is the full price, I'm not saying the $38.46 just because that is a sale. I don't know if that's a permanent sale or what. So for $54.95, I want to know if my case is going to yellow, and unfortunately, I don't really know if this one will or not. If you guys have used it, let me know down in the comments below. Does yours yellow or has it ever yellowed? But all in all, I've been enjoying using this case. The MagSafe is good. It's very clear, nice and protective. I like it. So with all that being said, guys, this is the Bodyguardz accent case for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is out for the 15 Pro and Pro Max right now. They say they're going to release more for the next series of iPhones, which by the way, make sure you guys subscribe because we're covering all of the accessories as much as I possibly can for the 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned, stay locked in. We are hitting it very, very hard. Pause. But anyways, Bodyguardz accent. Let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're interested in seeing my review for that Phone Rebel clear case, I'll leave that right there.